Hello everyone, we are Group14 from GroupB and I am the group leader. Today we present our insights into the QS World University Ranking 2025 using Power BI. We translate data-driven findings into practical guidance for university managers to inform strategic decisions. Our team divided tasks across research, modeling, visualizations, and interpretation. We identify key patterns that institutions can leverage to optimize resource allocation and decision making. We structure this question complement each other's, offering horizontal comparison across regional and vertical insights into ranking movements. Q1 and Q3 info regional strategic and recruitment. Q2 and Q5 guide resource allocation and metric evaluation. Q4 highlights the growing importance of ESG in higher education. We source the 2025 QS dataset from Kaggle for its completeness and credibility. To ensure consistency, we removed special characters from rank fields, converted text-based ranks to numerical values, standardized ranges like 601 to 610 by extracting leading digits. This source cleaning produced a high-quality dataset ready for Power BI modeling and visualization.
Professor, now I would like to present a comparative analysis of regional and national performance in the 2025 Global University Rankings. This page is question. Let's start with a general overview. In 2025, universities from Europe, Asia, and the Americas appeared across all ranking segments. A majority of these institutions ranked about 400, showing about participation in global education. Oceania showed a more balanced distribution across ranking tiers, where Africa universities were largely concentrated in the lower segments. When we look at the distribution of the top 100 universities, Europe and the Americas led with 34 and 33 universities, respectively. Asia followed with 23, and Oceania had 10. This shows a clear dominance of Western regions in top-tier education, but also a significant presence from Asia and Oceania, down to the national level. And the United States had the strongest showing with 25 universities in the top 100. The United Kingdom followed with 15, and Australia ranked third with 9. Interestingly, countries like mainland China, Germany, Hong Kong, Syria, and South Korea each contribute 5 institutions to the top 100, indicating their growing global influence. If we look at the global map, we see that the top universities are highly concentrated in North America, Europe, and parts of Asia. These areas are clearly the major hubs for world-class higher education. Now, why does this matter? For policymakers, this data helps identify regional weaknesses and can guide funding and discussion to improve competitiveness. For international students, understanding these strengths of serve to make cost-effectively and informed discussions when selecting a university board. And for university strategy departments, this data is crucial. It helps in global policy, resource allocation, and forming elite partnerships. Inclusion. The 2025 rankings offer valuable insights not just into how lead global education, but also how other countries serve informed strategy and investment. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, I'm Tang Xinjing. Now I will talk about the second question. The academic reputation is the employer reputation and explosion of bias and correlation. The first question, what is the correlation between academic reputation score and the employer reputation score? The correlation coefficient between academic and employer is 0.83, which shows a very significant correlation. The regression coefficient is 0.89, which shows a significant positive correlation. The above scatter plot also clearly shows that there is a significant positive correlation between them. The scatter plot distribution shows a hint of concentration at both ends and the dispersion in the middle, slightly in the range of 50 to 90. Here the data distribution is the most exact. It shows that when both academic reputation score and the employer reputation score are small or extremely large, the correlation between the two is more significant, and when the two are at a medium or even high level, a strong non-linear trend will appear. Then, what are the differences in their contribution to the overall score? The correlation coefficient between academic education score and overall score is 0.72, and the regression is 0.89, while the correlation coefficient between the implied education score and overall score is 0.64, and the regression coefficient is 0.73. The above scatter plot and data show that both academic reputation score and employer reputation score have a significant positive correlation with the overall score. However, the regression coefficient and the correlation coefficient of academic reputation score variable are higher than those of the employer score, indicating that the correlation between the academic and the overall score is stronger and the change has a more obvious impact. The above correlation can also be seen from the distribution of the scatter plot. Finally, about the meaning. From the above analysis, we can conclude that both academic and employer score are variables that have a very significant effect on the overall score, and there is also a relatively significant linear positive correlation between the two variables. Universities should try to balance the initial investment in academic and employment resources. However, if the conditions really do not allow and trade-off must be made, the importance of academic reputation score is greater. My presentation is ended. Thank you very much.
Everyone, my name is Zhu Shia. My topic is the impact of internationalization indicators, faculty and students on the rankings. To explore the impact of internationalization indicators on university rankings, this article selected two key variables, the international faculty score and the international student score, constructed a scatter chart through Power BI, and used the overall score of the university as a dependent variable to analyze its related trends. Combining the two figures, we can conclude that the proportion of international teachers has a more significant impact on the total score of universities and is an important factor in improving the international competitiveness of schools. The proportion of international students also has a positive effect, but its effectiveness may be constrained by the region, educational resources, or admission quality. There are obvious regional differences, and the universities in Asia and Africa still have room for improvement. In order to more clearly compare the impact of international teachers and international students in different regions on the rating, we conducted a slider study to more intuitively feel the regional differences. First, American universities generally improve their internationalization by attracting international teachers and students, thereby improving their overall rankings. Second, Asian universities need to further improve the conversion efficiency of internationalization investment. Simply increasing the proportion is not enough to improve the ranking. Third, Europe universities have a good foundation in internationalization, but there is limited room for improvement. Fourth, the proportion of international teachers and students in universities in Oceania region is already high and has a significant positive effect on the overall score, making it a successful model of internationalization strategy. Conclusion: this report uses visual analysis to analyze the impact of the international faculty score and the international student score on the overall score of universities. It aims to provide practical data support for university management and serve the following strategy optimization. First, optimize resource allocation and investment direction. Second, clarify the focus of internationalization strategy. Third, promoting cooperation with leading universities. Fourth, support ranking and brand enhancement strategies. Fifth, regional competitive perspective supporting multi-campus strategy. That's all.
The topic of my presentation today is the relationship between sustainability score and rank 2025, a competitive analysis of top 200 and 200 plus universities. This is the Power BI table I have created. First, we will discuss two questions. 1. Is there a correlation between sustainability score and rank 2025? 2. Is this correlation is different between top 200 and 200 plus? The significance lies in three aspects. 1. Optimize decision making. 2. Guide fund allocation. 3. promote exchange and cooperation. The dataset is divided into two groups: top 200 universities and 200 plus. Key indicators include sustainability score and rank 2025. Overall, sustainability score and rank 2025 show a significant negative correlation, meaning high source correlate with high rankings. In subgroups, the cooperation is weaker in top 200, indicating top 200 universities' ranking are influenced by many factors. In contrast, the 200 plus groups showed a stronger correlation, suggesting sustainability score have a more direct impact on rankings. Regionally, top 200 universities in Europe average 75.82, Oceania 93.28, and Asia 63.79. In the 200 plus group, Europe average 29.71, Asia only 14.89. This highlights significant room for improvement in Asia. 3 key recommendations for managers. First, optimize decision-making. It provides a basis for further in-depth research on the role of regional policies and cultural factors in the sustainable development of universities. Second, fund allocation. Reasonable planning of capital investments in campus facilities construction, social welfare projects, or school governance structure. Third, collaboration. Carry out exchange and cooperation with superior colleges. Introduce advanced development construct, curriculum settings, and campus management models. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I am Wang Jianfeng. In the next 3 minutes, I will guide you through our Power BI dashboard to answer which universities saw the largest rank swings from 2024 to 2025 and what drove them. First, look at the top left 3 headline figures. Positive 1021 in green is the biggest risk. Negative 159 in red is the steepest fall, and the positive 241.8 is the average change across all schools. This tells us most institutions improved, but a handful soared over 1,000 places. In the center, a hidden matrix shows our top movers score in citation per faculty, employment outcomes, and sustainability. Green cells mean higher scores, red means lower. On the right, the decomposition tree starts with the overall score, then sustainability, then citation per faculty, and finally employer reputation and employment outcomes, revealing how each metric to explain rank shifts. Above it, slicer lets you filter by most 10 risks or 4. Now, who moved? Leading the gains, Technical University, positive 1021. University Raman positive 936. On the flip side, University Catalan de Lotte, negative 159 dropped the most, even among veterans. Those with strong multi-indicator profiles climbed. What drove this? First, overall score, which itself is heavily influenced by sustainability, determined the most shifts. Although sustainability is only 5% of total, raising your score from 1.0 to 1.7 unlocked it. Rank jumps in crowded mid-bands. Next, citation per faculty. 20% weight remind occur engine schools above regional citation average near always rose. Employer reputation 15% and employment outcome 5% fine-tuned positions but couldn't offset weak research or sustainability. So what should leaders do? First, invest in sustainability initiatives, ESG task force, green curricular, transparent reporting can yield immediate lifts. Second, boost research output and citation impact by funding high-impact projects, encouraging open accesses, and fostering international collaborations. Third, strengthen employability through enhanced career service internships and alumni tracking to improve employee reputation and employment outcomes. That's all for my part. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Our analysis offers actionable recommendations to strengthen sustainability, prioritizing research funding to boost citations and enhance graduates' outcomes. By focusing on these levels, university can improve global positioning, allocate resources more effectively, and evaluate institutional impact in evolving higher education landscape.